Hello gamies and gamettes, welcome back, and for everyone that's new, I'm your cousin Matthew, and today we're going to be doing a little end of the year recap. It has been an amazing year for the channel, and I just want to give some of the praise for the highlights we've had this year, but also just give some insight for what's going to happen in the future for the channel. To start out with all of our achievements, we ended the year with 181, possibly more subscribers depending on what happens before this video is posted. In total this year, we've had 762 views, which feels insane because that means my videos were played that many times, 14,000 times, 14 plus thousand times. People watched my videos, they clicked on it, at least gave it enough time for it to count as a view, so that feels huge. Now technically that is half as much as we got last year. We're gonna get a little bit more into it, but I feel like that is partially because I did not upload as many shorts this year as I did last year. For watch time, we had 328 hours, which last year we only had 280, so I think some of that is due to the fact that I focused more on some long-term videos instead of focusing more on shorts. And when it comes to subs, we got 51 new family members, which is a little bit less than last year. We got 67 new family members, but again, with the shorts, we find a lot more people. There's a lot more outreach to bring family members into the fold. Now when it comes to my actual uploads, I did fall below my goal. I think I uploaded exactly as many videos as I did last year. Part of that is due to one of my videos being a two-parter, but still it's the same amount. I'm still trying to find my footing as a creator, as someone who makes videos. I find a lot of the time my projects extend way past my original goal in terms of like the timeline. But let's go back to some of the highlights. My favorite part of last year outside of content creation was the Renaissance Festival. It was my first time ever going to a Ren fair, and it was amazing. I love the atmosphere. I love how immersed I got. It was overall just a 10 out of 10 experience. They do a really good job there, and it's nice to see a place that actually puts that level of quality into something that you pay for. I feel like nowadays you're investing a lot of money into stuff that's not as rewarding in terms of what you're putting in. So the Ren Fair was overall incredible experience. And when it comes to YouTube, my favorite part of the year was honestly the Wicked video. I know it was my last video, but that was something that for most of the year I was planning for. Most of the planning was in the back of my head, but still it was something that I knew was going to take a lot of effort. It was going to have a lot of production that I was going to have to put into it. And I'm just so lucky that everyone showed up, to all the actors that showed up, to Emma for doing quality assurance. It was just amazing. I got to thank everyone who put their heart and soul into that, because at the end of the day, it was something I was so proud of. Now, with it being an end of the year recap, I want to do a little bit of what I've learned, what are my goals for next year, and what I want to do different. Now, some things that I've learned, I feel like I still need to work on scaling down my videos. But in contrast, I did see that focusing more on the long form videos, the main channel videos, that did bring in more watch time, which in my mind that means people were able to get more out of what I was putting out there instead of people getting short little snippets. And touching back on the Wicked video, I feel like I learned that I can make the video I want to make. I had a big vision for that video, and I feel like with all the planning and production, I got pretty close to my goal of what I wanted to make. It was more close than any other video I've made so far. So with that, I know that with time, with patience, I can actually make better products and better entertainment for you. Now, what do I want to do that's different than last year, this next year? I feel like I want to focus more on doing more with less. I was really good at making these fun videos that had a lot of production, but I also want to have those videos be more special. When it comes to the main videos, I want to focus more on shorter videos that I can actually bust out in a month that are still quality, maybe 2 months, but I want to be able to make videos in the desired timeline that I set for myself. Now, touching back on the big production videos, I do want to make big videos that have a lot of people, a lot of actors, a lot of involvement, but I do want to save those for more special times in the year. I feel like if I give myself more time to prepare and actually plan for those, and on top of that, film them, then I can give you guys an even better product. I can give you guys even more of what I want to put out into the world, more creativity. I feel like that's a big thing. I want to have the space to be creative. Now, a big reason for me wanting to make shorter videos is partially because I want to have some time to make content, but also have time to live my own life. At this time, content creation is still a hobby for me, so I want to treat it as such. I want to make sure I still have time to focus on my relationship with Emma, my relationship with my friends, family. I want to be able to get stuff done around the house. So it's still going to be doing more with less. I do want to challenge myself, not just in video creation, but also just in my day-to-day life. I want to make sure I'm taking care of everything. Now, with the normal videos, outside of the specials that you guys will be getting, I do want to have an even mix of content that I want to put out for you guys, ideas that I've had on my own, but then a 50-50 mix of popular stuff, pop culture. I've had a lot of fun with making videos for you guys that are diving into what's popular right now. So I'm gonna try and lean a little bit more into the drum and bass video. I know it's my most viewed video, but also that was a video that was simple to make, but I also got a lot out of it, and I feel like you guys got a lot out of it. So I'm gonna try and channel a little bit more of that this next year, because when I look at the stats, you guys are between the age of 18 and 34. That's like my main age range. Anyone outside of that, welcome. I'm happy you're here. But I assume we are all in the same boat of we are not fully in tune with what's going on. So I just want to be that person that can get you guys in the know. It's not going to be like drama, but it's still going to be like what's going on, educating everyone on what's going on in pop culture. Now there's some goals I want to set for this next year. This is because I just want to challenge myself, push myself to do better, do greater things for you guys. Now for my subscriber goal, I really want to hit 500 subs. It feels like a big reach for me, but also I know if I put myself out there, if I really push myself this year, I think it's possible. I've seen crazier things happen. Another goal I already touched on is doing more and saying less. This is something that extends into my personal life, but I really want to be better at showing you guys I'm going to do stuff instead of just telling you guys I'm going to do stuff. I've had this habit for a while. I give a video update where I say I'm going to make this many videos. I say I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. In my personal life, I say I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, but I just want to be someone that actually does stuff. I want to be someone that speaks with my actions, not with my words. So that's a big goal for this next year. Sorry for being so serious. 6-7. Oh, that hurt. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Dude, I am so thrown off after what I just did. I'm just gonna point out we have some Christmas decorations. It's just one. Well, we got two. We got the lights, but mainly just one. Now getting back on base, when it comes to my goals for videos, I want to just focus more on my specials for the end of the year. When it comes to my normal videos, I'm just going to focus more on my ideas, having them be a little bit more short and sweet, and then having some short and sweet content that's a little more pop culture. But then for the end of the year, I'm actually going to focus on like some bigger stuff. I'm really excited to show you guys, but I'm not going to talk too much about it. Again, I'm going to show you guys, and I'm not going to tell you guys. But for streaming, I do want to set a goal of like once a month streaming. I want to be more active when it comes to streaming. I've had so much fun streaming with you guys, doing a little bit of content here and there. Some of you guys have popped in. It's been amazing overall. So I'm just going to try to do a little bit more with that, do a little bit more popular content, but also just focus on just here and there going live. It's fun. I have a lot of fun doing it, so there's no issue with me. It's actually just making sure I have the time to do that. So a big goal for this year, something that I already touched on, is I want to have some life balance. There's a lot of times where when I'm planning to have a video be complete in a certain amount of time, it ends up consuming my brain. I'll have days and weeks where I'm just only consumed with this one video where I don't feel like I'm doing anything right. I feel like I'm just hitting below the bar. So I just want to make sure I'm setting time aside to actually like prioritize friends, family. I want to actually go outside. I want to like read a book. I really want to meet people that like gaming and also that like making videos. I really want to find people that like making videos. I don't know what to say. But speaking of finding people with similar interests, there's a reason why I'm talking about that. A big goal for next year is, in a way, networking / like just making friends that have similar interests. There's a couple parts to this. The first part is, one, in general, I feel like kind of alone sometimes when it comes to what I'm doing. I want to have people that are doing a similar thing in their own way. I want to have people that I can collaborate with. I want to have people that I can talk with and like talk about our struggles that are in this like content space. And even more than that, I feel like I really want to just put myself out there in terms of like networking. I want to find eventually a job that's in this space. I've done so many jobs in my lifetime. I've worked in so many places, and I've realized that I know what I like. I like content creation. I like making videos. I like the whole process. And if I'm able to find my own fitting somewhere in that process where I can make a good income, provide for Emma and the family that I want, that's the goal, you know. That's what I'm shooting for. And when it comes to finding a job, that doesn't just mean me being in front of a camera. I've had so much fun editing. Editing's like my passion. I would love to get better with writing. I would love to do better with a number of things. Filming's one of my like more weaker suits, but also I'm willing to improve and learn. I'm someone who I feel like is pretty coachable, so like I'm here. Any content creators that like can afford to pay me, or even people that want to collaborate, like I'm right here for you. I'm here to have fun and have a good time. That sounds weird. I want to make videos that are fun, and I want to have a just good wholesome time. Yes. Now this section is going to be a little cheesy, but I've been making videos on YouTube for over 14 years. I recently just hit my anniversary for when I submitted my first YouTube video ever. I've technically been in videos longer than that on YouTube, but that's when I actually like took that leap for myself, like just put myself out there. And this isn't as much a message to future me, but almost like a manifestation. I hope in 5 years I am still making videos. Hell, in 14 years, I still hope I'm making videos and loving it. I don't know where I would be without YouTube. I don't know where I would be without my friend Caleb, who showed me that uploading to YouTube was just as simple as having a camera, internet, and a dream. Like, it is nothing more than that. As long as you have a passion, you have an ability to upload, and you're willing to put that effort in, the sky's the limit. The landscape isn't as easy as it used to be, but I'm not going to doubt that there is plenty of space for people to shine and prove themselves. I would love to be one of those people. Another thing is, I hope in the future I love the content I'm creating, and on top of that, I hope I can look back and see how much I've improved on what I'm making now versus in the future. And another thing, I hope future me is watching this with a bunch of gamies, gamettes, new family members, and I hope on top of that I have a group of friends that I can game with, have fun with, and just enjoy making content and just living life with. I know a lot of repetition here, but it's what I do. I never took a public speaking class, so don't expect an A+ here. And as we come to the end of the video, as the Christmas lights start to shine, as the light starts to fade outside, I just want to say thank you guys so much. I have loved making content on this platform for 14 years. I've loved making content for you guys for as long as you've seen me. I'm so glad that I'm able to entertain. It is a blessing that I feel so fortunate that I'm able to have the privilege of, I'm able to make content and offer it to you guys. It's a blessing in its own right. I'm so excited for the next year. I'm sorry that we've had a slow start to this new form of content, but I promise you we are going to get a good footing. We're going to be able to progress and have an amazing time. And for everyone that's helped this year, I just want to give a big thank you. Emma, thank you so much for being my consultant, for being my person that watches the videos, make sure that everyone that's also going to receive these videos can enjoy them and love them. Thank you, Christopher, for all of your input. Thank you for everyone that's helped with the sketches. Thank you so much for Hunter. Thank you so much for Wes. Thank you so much for Goose. I thank you guys so much. I really appreciate all of you. It has been an amazing time. I look forward to this next year where I get to give you guys, you the viewers, even better content, and I'm so excited. But again, thank you one more time. Happy holidays, everyone. I hope you all are safe. I appreciate you so much for watching my content and giving me a chance, and I will see y'all next year. Peace.
How do you think so far? Think so far.